Over to repair. Or am I missing something? It's a castle! I'm missing a castle! What? Hello everyone and welcome to the second game in this semi-final best of 5 matchup between Mr. Yo and Vivi. First game, excellent game. Saw a lot of different unit compositions. We saw the Tarkin in action, and we saw a lot of great aggressive strategies in the early game. One thing we did not see a classic scout rush. These are not classic Age of Conquerors Huns wars. We are definitely in the Wololo Kingdoms, and I am loving it. We have over in the bottom left of that map, Mr. Yo, or Sai Yo. And in the top, we have Vivi. Score currently 1-0. Vivi's got to make up another game here. Will he go for the crazy aggressive playstyle that we saw last game? We will have to see. Last game, we saw players going forward with their scout, trying to steal their opponent's resources. We'll have to see if we see that this game. What we can see right now is we can see Mr. Yo's map. How does it look? On the left side, he's got a gold and a stone. Forward gold over here, going to be hard to defend against that. It is possible to wall here with a little bit of resources and a little bit of luck avoiding that wolf. Mr. Yo is going to choose a forward wood line, something you never want to do with aggressive civilizations like this and aggressive players like Vivi. Right side of the map, very open. Mr. Yo is going to have a hard time defending against this, any aggression from Vivi if it goes the wrong way. Might want to be able to mine that stone a little bit later on. I can just imagine Vivi coming forward with 4 villagers, placing a single tower right here, taking away gold, taking away wood, taking away stone. It'll be a hard game if that happens. Vivi's map. Wood line to the left, berries, safe-ish position. Gold, stone, gold. Could wall here, could wall here. Have a nice gold. Could wall here. Play a nice defensive map, wall here. But we know Vivi's not going to do that. That's not the kind of player Vivi is, walling. No, he's probably going to go forward on this map. But we'll have to see. If he wanted to stay home, he could do it. I think. Both players luring in their boar right away. No crazy shenanigans so far. Mr. Yo is actually going to lose a lot of HP on this villager, but he should be okay. Lured in a deer, so it's going to be a nice boost to his economy. And as long as he garrisons that villager, should be safe. There we go. A nice boost to his economy with that extra deer. I do not see extra deer for Vivi. Vivi should have a little bit better scouting, however. 2 extra deer for Mr. Yo. And this is always a little bit of a trade-off. You lose a lot of scouting information, a lot of scouting time. Although this would be a big boost to your economy, particularly if you want to go scouts. I do like luring deer a little bit extra if you go scouts. You really need that food. You can scout on a little bit later on in the game. With scout cavalry, of course. And the scout rush. So this is Mr. Yo's scouting. He sees all the important stuff in his map. The only thing he does not see at this stage is Vivi's base. And let's go over to Vivi. Vivi scouted a lot of his map. Even more than Mr. Yo. Might be still looking for his sheep, actually. Got one here. He might be missing 2. And there they are. They're really far out. And luckily, with this extra scouting time, he's not lured the deer. He's able to find his sheep. A little bit unfortunate they were a little so far away from him. Gonna find them, though. And have a standard start, most likely. Now, Mr. Yo, maybe if he was scouting his opponent's base, not luring deer, might have been able to find those sheep. Who knows? Age of Empires is always a game about trade-offs. 3-on-1 for Vivi. This is classic Scouts build. And it looks like Vivi has been 4 on wood this entire time, which could be a more aggressive build. Who is in the other semifinals? I'm going to give a spoiler right here, so mute if you'd wouldn't like to hear it. The other semifinals have been played. It's been MBL and the Viper. MBL has moved on to the finals. Viper will go on to the bronze round match. And we have a little bit of pause here as the players, who knows, might be going out for a smoke, might be talking. Anything could be happening right now. And there we go, we're back resumed. I find it curious that Vivi chose to place his farms in the back here with his 2 weak villagers. I find it curious only for the only reason that Mr. Yo not the more aggressive player. You place your farms in the back. Typically, you want to avoid them getting picked off by early aggression or a tower or something along those lines. They're actually less efficient in the back. And there's Loom for Mr. Yo. Yo. Going up on 20 pop. That's, wow. Classic Hun Scout build is 21 population up. 20 pop up. That's impressive. Sometimes hard to sustain scouts off that number. I know it is for me. However, Mr. Yo did lure in extra deer, and I'm going to chalk it up to that.
Start the game already!
Little question mark for the pauses, I believe. And Mr. Yo, very classic Huns build.
Yes.
Now, how about Vivi? Is he going to play a classic game here? Has he learned his lesson from last game? Vivi's certainly going up a lot later. 22 population, also classic Scout Rush build. And he's got a very nice, he's got a very well saturated wood line, let's put it that way. Not be able to hit from towers. And another pause in this game. A little bit choppy start to begin with. Now, one of the differences between a 20 population and a 22 population scout build, if you're going up on 22 population, you'll have more resources to play with, although you'll probably be down a scout for the entirety of the game, most likely. So one thing you could do, you could wall, and forget what I'm saying, because Vivi's going forward, oh boy! Oh boy. Oh, this is even more risky than before. So 22 population is a good population to go forward with. However, Mr. Yo is up in a very fast time, up on 20 population. That's a lot faster than probably Vivi realized. Again, 21 population is the average uptime. And by the time this barracks goes up, Mr. Yo might have an additional scout out already. This could be problematic. I remember doing a forward myself. I did a 22 pop forward against a 20 population Indians player. It did not go well at all. By the time I got my tower up, he already had 3 scouts out. That might be the situation that Vivi is going to be in. However, woodline very safe. Can even wall it here. Won't have to worry about gold for a while, of course. And there we go. Barracks is going to be up as he reaches feudal age. Here's the big thing. Has Mr. Yo seen this? Probably not. No. Does Mr. Yo suspect this? They probably not. Doesn't see any villagers on stone. Has not seen the barracks, though. And I would suspect Mr. Yo knows what's going on based off of that. He's got the spearman on the left side. Oh, no, 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 no! Lost a little HP there, but might lose a little more. No, okay. So Mr. Yo has not technically seen it here. Kind of distracting that spearman a little bit from the left side. As those villagers come forward. Look at that expert play there. Distracted the spearman, maybe. And is now going to place the tower in a great position. If this tower gets up with a few walls around it, this is going to be epic. Villager has seen it, though. And these walls got to come up. If Mr. Yo's not going to rush this down, going to build a tower. This is just a panic tower. Just place the tower anywhere. This is an excellent tower that takes away the main goal, takes away a lot of wood, will take away some farm space as well. Man, Vivi's got some... Wow. That was a really risky play. And please, please just put 2 palisades around it. What are you doing? Why not put 2 palisades around that tower? I don't understand that at all. Take some stone there. That's a good play. But why not place 2 palisades there? I don't understand. It's 6 wood and it can protect your tower. Scouts can move around. Realize that there's really nothing to hit here. They could run in under the town center once there's 4 or 5 of them. And now these skirmishers could even take Mr. Yo off of berries. He's hurting for food. How is he going to be able to make scouts anymore? He can't. Lost a lot of his wood line. Gonna lose his berries now. Vivi's gearing up for another tower, too. Another tower would be devastating. Tower could go right here. That would be worst case scenario for Mr. Yo. Might even be a GG for Mr. Yo if Mr. Yo doesn't have any wood or food to work with. Vivi's got one spearman back at home just in case. It'll help protect these farmers too. And there's that tower. It's going to come on the bottom side. Could take away 3 farms and the berries. 4 villagers versus 5 villagers right now. Alright, 6 villagers now on there. That tower will get up, however. And Mr. Yo is going to go and batter it down. There we go. Villagers will pop in. Skirmishers could be behind, maybe attack this villager. I don't know. And that tower's going to go down. It's not going to be a great success for him. At the very least, though, will prevent Mr. Yo from taking food from these 2 farms and these 2 berries, which is critical right now. He cannot make any scouts at the moment. And that villager, wow. Villager going to take on 2 scouts by itself. And that was a poor decision on that tower, in my opinion. I think the tower should have been within range of the other tower. Should have been right here. And it could creep forward. So these units going to get around. We should have seen some walls here from Mr. Yo. That was a mistake by him. Mr. Yo going to go put 2 archer ranges. Remember, though, he doesn't have a lot of resources to work with. Vivi really in the driver's seat. Could take an early victory in this game. And if you're Vivi, just get 1 more tower up right there. That would be GG. Or not. Vivi's, Mr. Yo's gone down to the bottom wood line. That's a great decision from him. These skirmishers could still harass these villagers, though. Where's Mr. Yo going? Is he going to go for a forward of his own? What could this be for? A blacksmith? What are you planning? Here you go. They're going to go forward. Maybe go for this gold? It could get caught out potentially here, though. What about these villagers on the left? Gonna build just a safe tower just to make sure you have the stone. That's it. But again, would like to see the tower right there. Mr. Yo's gonna go forward now. This is another risky play. There's 3 wolves here. 3 wolves? Are you kidding me? 2 of them gonna go after this villager. This villager's in danger if she doesn't get any help. Mr. Yo gonna send the scouts back. This could be an excellent tower for Mr. Yo. Going to give Vivi a taste of his own medicine, apparently. And this game's very close. This game's pretty critical for both players. 1 tower either way could really make or break this. That's a great tower. Going to take away most of this wood line. Vivi's very likely not going to see it. Vivi should have enough stone, though, for a counter tower pretty soon. This is really important. 50 stone. Should have enough stone very shortly. Mr. Yo going to go forward. Probably see some of these. The military counts are pretty similar. Probably won't be able to do any great damage. Vivi once again transitioning to scouts. Adding a blacksmith. And now can see this tower from Mr. Yo. The next one's going to be really deadly. As you can see, not doing too much damage here. Here comes those 4 scouts, though. The scouts plus the skirmishers would be able to do a lot. Scale barding armor coming in. So these scouts will be really beefy. Spearman's going to go down. This tower is in risk of being lost. I don't think it's within range of this tower, actually. Spearman will be lost instantaneously. Tower war coming up in the north. Looks like Vivi should be able to defend. Might lose a single villager here, though. And that should be enough to defend for the time being. Most of these scouts on stand ground, unfortunately. And there we go. Mr. Yo's going to have safe access to his gold. Definite advantage for Vivi. This tower creep's not going to go anywhere else. And the resources have to be really in favor of Vivi, I would think. He's got a lot of farms up already. He's got good upgrades on his scouts. Going to add a second stable, actually. What this tells me is Vivi is committed to the feudal age. He believes he can take over this position, most likely. Can take over this position. He's still got these villagers taking a lot of stone on the left, adding archers on the left. These villagers could potentially come around and help assist in this fight. Add a tower here, add a tower here. I think Vivi's going to make a play for this little area here. Fletching being researched. That's a great upgrade for Mr. Yo. And actually, Vivi's going to send these villagers instead of the ones on the left, like I predicted. And he's going to send these villagers. He's going to go... Yeah, there you go. He's going to make the tower right there. This tower is powerless against this one. And this is the critical part in the game. If Vivi can get this tower up, might be GG. Want to avoid this fight till then. Get all your units there in the same place. We have 2 stables pumping away. These scouts will be able to prevent this tower, even pick off a villager. And Vivi just has to be a little bit patient here. He's got more production, has more resources to play with. Just build up a little bit more and then go all in on that tower. And is Vivi's actually going to give up on this. I'm a little surprised at that. These 2 stables versus 1 stable. Yeah, I'm very surprised he gave up on that tower, actually. Second tower going to come up from Mr. Yo. Remember, this is a small gold. This gold will eventually run out. And now these scouts very well upgraded. They have bloodlines as well. And they're going to dive in. Only 1 spearman here. That's not a big deal. Might not even be able to take out 1 scout. Mr. Yo's trying to make as many scouts as possible, but look at these upgrades. The upgrade difference is huge. Boy, is this game choppy. Welcome to the stream, Fire. Yeah, why is it so choppy? They're both from China. Anyway. Scout's just being annoying. Mr. Yo's trying to defend with Spearmen. Spearmen don't do too well against Bloodline Scouts. So Vivi's just going to try to pick off a few of these Spearmen. He's not really where he wants to be at, though. He's idling 3 farmers. That's not really a big deal. And let's check the resources. I think they're both preparing to go up to the Castle Age. Vivi will be up in just about, maybe a minute or 2. Mr. Yo, very far away. So big advantage for Vivi. He's got the upgrade advantage. He's got a lot more resources in the bank. Should have the technology advantage. Yeah, Mr. Yo researching scale mail. And wheelbarrow coming in from Mr. Yo, so his economy's not in the same place. I didn't mention this, but 7 villager advantage from Vivi. Done quite a bit of damage. And this all started with that really ballsy play here on the left side. Was that very disruptive tower still here for some reason. Very disruptive tower on the left side. And then switching into scouts. Before Vivi did. I mean, it's hard to say, but when he went up with this second tower right here, really prevented Mr. Yo from taking his berries, taking his farms, and prevented him from making scouts. And that's why Vivi's so ahead in the military count. Not ahead in the military count, but so ahead in this game, really. Castle Age coming in, Forging coming in. This area is well defended. Still no upgrades on these scouts. Mr. Yo is in a lot of trouble. Mr. Yo, 400 food in the bank, 100 gold in the bank. Will eventually have to move off of this gold. And he's got to get up to the next stage very quickly if he wants any sort of chance of being still in this game. Fight over the top. I'm gonna pick off a villager. Okay, nice. He'd be trying to wall a little bit. And gonna bring back those scouts. Should be enough scouts to defend from Mr. Yo. If you could maybe come over here, re-wall them in, and then finish off these scouts, that would bode well for him later on in the game. And if I was Vivi, I would just try to put the nail in the coffin, build the siege workshop here, go with knights pushing through the front. Vivi gonna lose yet another villager. Villager advantage down to 5 now. Although that should expand again since Mr. Yo just clicked up to the next age. And with the next age, there we go. Let's see if this villager is able to close off the wall. I don't think she will be. Yeah, they're gonna get out. So there we go. Maybe husbandry would be a good upgrade just to chase down those scouts right away. They could even turn around if they wanted to right now. So here we go. 3 stable knights coming out from Vivi. Gonna go straight for that gold. 2 towers not gonna be enough to defend the gold. That's why Mr. Yo has all of his army in this one place. I wonder if we'll see a siege workshop on this left side, actually. We did! We saw a siege workshop on the left side. And Vivi's really gonna push through this one area. So I'm going to try to harass this gold as much as possible. And going to push from the left. Hopefully keep control of this gold. If you can keep control of this gold, the next closest gold to Mr. Yo is out over here, if you don't count this one. And there we go. Look at this. Look at this military advantage for Mr. Yo. Getting ready to dive right in just a second. Here we go. +2 armor done. Husbandry being done. Iron casting even being done. Mangonel's done.
Yes.
Gonna come over to repair. Or am I missing something? It's a castle! I'm missing a castle! What? What? Man, Vivi's in a great position right now. Gonna lose all of his scouts to try to take out this Mangonel. And the Mangonel's gonna be alive! Oh no! This is horrible for Mr. Yo. Wow. How in the world was Mr. Yo going to get gold in the near future? How is that going to happen? Pikeman, crossbow, bodkin arrow being researched. It's not going to be this gold. It's probably not going to be this gold. I mean, could it be this gold? No. This one? Maybe. I mean, if you're Mr. Yo, you might want to build a town center over here if you could. Or you're going to have to play the rest of this game without gold. And that looks like what he's going to do. Tons of pikemen on the field. As well, this castle helps defend this tower also. Fletching would be a good upgrade. Maybe just for the tower. That's an okay fight. I would take that. And these knights are really well upgraded against these crossbows. No thumb ring, of course. And Mr. Yo's going to get cleaned up right here. Spectator saying GG, I think. I think it's pretty GG. The positional advantage is so huge. The military advantage is huge. The economy advantage is huge for Vivi. He's got every conceivable advantage in this game. And I just don't know how Mr. Yo is going to be able to take this back. I don't know what's going through his mind right now. Vivi gonna add another stable. Gonna lose a knight to a Mangonel to a knight though. Didn't see that coming. And now Vivi making some Tarkans. Could make P-Tarts for all he cares. We're gonna make some Tarkans now. They could potentially get under this town center and take it out. Legacy of the Huns. Where's MBL versus the Viper? MBL and the Viper already played. Those games are over, my friend. Knight's gonna go raid under these towers. They don't care about a little bit arrow fire. And I think Vivi just gotta give one more strong push into this area. That's all he's gotta do. All he has to do to seal up this game, tie up the scores to 1-1. Show that, yes, his crazy aggressive playstyle can pay off against top level competition. That's 3 tops. How can you change colors of the players when you're spectators? You can change it using team colors. It will turn it to blue and red. That's the only one you could do. Team colors are in the options menu on the top right. Gio just getting his bow saw right now. Investing into squires. Gonna make his pikemen beefy and strong, but not really. Because they're just pikemen. Even Tarkin's doing a little bit of raiding now. So right now, villager lead is not huge. Not huge, but 500 gold left on this gold mine. 2 town centers extra from Mr. Yo. Should catch up in the villager department. I don't think in a Huns war you can go pure trash. Just knights and cavalry archers are just so much stronger. It's really the biggest difference in this game. It's just the army composition and the resources available to players. That's the one big difference in this game. And boy, does that give Vivi a massive advantage in my opinion. Vivi added a second town center. Gonna fall. Villager lead should fall behind it. That is, if he could defend from this raiding, which he obviously can't. It's gonna lose so many villagers on this wood line. Down to 55 villagers from Mr. Yo. He should be pulling ahead with 3 town centers, but no. Not with these raids. And now behind by 22 villagers. This town center will very likely go down. What, are you going to take out the Megano with some pikemen? 2 relics from Vivi. Maybe making his own cavalry archers. He sees a lot of pikemen on the field. It makes sense to transition. Why don't you get your upgrades first? Those towers should be able to defend. 2 Tarkins coming in. Remember, the Tarkins have 1 additional Pierce Armor from Age of Conquerors. 3 Pierce Armor is huge. 3 base in the Castle Age. And they should be able to defend from the Cavalry Archers. And what is the strategy here for Mr. Yo? One of the spectators saying elite skirmisher. Alright, let's go to Mr. Yo's resources. He's got a castle. That's one thing he has. He's ran out of his gold. He's got to make a move right now. Place a defensive castle here. Gonna build a siege workshop. That makes more sense. Place a castle.
No.
Oh boy. Just need to forward 10 villagers. And place a castle here. Yeah. Well, there's a town center there now, so that's not gonna work. Place a castle here. And just go for it, man. Just go for it. Bring all of your military. Go for that castle. You need that gold. You need to make a play. That's a lot of cavalry archers. Military count's very similar right now. A little luck. Maybe Mr. Yo can pull this off. He's seen the town center now. Gonna place a castle there. It's on the bottom of the hill. Doesn't really cover the gold. I would get it closer. Even closer. Oh, the knights were in great position. GG. That's it right there. So Vivi, with his crazy aggressive playstyle, taking the second game. Man, able to do so much damage to Mr. Yo. Not by killing the villagers, but taking Mr. Yo off of resources. Primarily food and quite a bit of wood. Eventually starving his opponent out of gold. And what an excellent game from Vivi. I love seeing forwards. They're one of the most entertaining things to watch in Age of Empires 2, in my opinion. And I'm glad this one worked out in his favor. So great game. We'll move on to the third game in this best of 5 and see who will be able to take it from there.